Welcome back everyone to another ASMR video. And this is the last, in this particular series, the last video of the Extreme Sleep series. On this subject matter at least. I'll probably bring the Extreme Sleep series back with other videos, other content I should say. But this is the last of the Magic Card series. For those of you who may be new or don't know, I bought, a briefcase full of Magic cards off Facebook Marketplace a long time ago, 5 or 6 years ago. I believe I spent about $100 at the most on the briefcase. And looking at pricecharting.com, this is where I've gotten all the values, and I've only taken the lowest value of each card. We are up to $3,832.01 with one giant series left to go. One deck, I should say, left to go, or set of cards. A pretty big set. Might even be the second or third biggest of all of the sets we've done. And we've done it in chronological order. Now, after this set is done, we also have a few cards that should have actually taken place before we started the first video, but I didn't know what set they belonged to. I thought they just were after this last one, but I was wrong. They come before. There's not a lot of cards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sets, but I think 7 of the 8 have at minimum 2, or maybe one of them only has one. One of them only has one card, and then there's one set, the 8th set, that has probably 60 or so cards in it. But without further ado, let's get started. This set is called Theros, and the first card that we have that we're looking at is this one. It is called Agent of Horizons. It is a 3/2 creature, a human rogue. If you tap 2 colorless mana and an island, Agent of Horizons can't be blocked this turn. The light in the woods just before dawn reveals a glimmering network of branches, roots, and spiderwebs. The Alkalites of Kruphix walk this lattice unseen. So Agent of Horizons, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6 of those. Agent of Horizons. Okay, Agent of Horizons is worth 99 cents. So, Agent of Horizons times 6, 99 cents. Next up, we have Aqueous Form, don't know how to pronounce it. It's an enchantment, it's an aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't be blocked. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, scry 1. And scry is, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Aqueous Form. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those. So let's go here. Aqueous Form. And this is worth $2.65. Not bad. Aqueous Form times 4, $2.65. Alright, next card is... Oh, this is out of order. This one is. Good thing we fixed it. Okay. So this card is called Annul. It is an instant counter-target artifact or enchantment spell. Why pray to the gods who feed on your worship? Dissolve your illusions and see the true nature of things, says Xenagos the Reveler. The Reveler. Xenagos the Reveler. Or the Reveler. Okay. So we have 2 Annuls, Annul. Let's take a look at that one. Annul is worth... Did I type it wrong? Yeah, I did. It's A-N-N... No, I typed that right. That's interesting. It's not coming up. Alright, let's try this. There we go. $1.24 for that card. Alright. ANNUL times 2 at $1.24. Alright, next up we have a bunch of these. Asphodel Warrior. It is a 1/1 creature, a skeleton soldier. If you tap 2 colorless and 1 swamp, regenerate Asphodel Wanderer. He killed out of hate, so now only hate sustains him. He sought immortality, so the gods gave it to him. So Asphodel Wanderer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Asphodel Wanderer. $1.29. Asphodel Wanderer times 6, $1.29. Alright. Okay, next up, we have this card. It is called Baleful Eidolon. It is a 1/1 enchantment creature, a spirit. It has Bestow, so you tap 4 colorless and 1 swamp. If you cast this card for its Bestow cost, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached to a creature. Death Touch. Any amount of damage this deals to a creature is enough to destroy it. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has Death Touch. Baleful Eidolon. 1 and 2 of those. Let's type it in. Baleful, EIDOLON. And this is worth $1. No, the foil. That's the foil. This is worth $1.19. So we have 2 cards of that. Baleful, EIDOLON times 2 at $1.19. I believe that's what it was, yeah. Alright, next up we have Battle-Wise Valor. It is an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. It's never good to walk into an ambush, but with the right spell you might walk out again. Battle-Wise Valor. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1.74 for that. Alright, next up we have Benthic Giant. Benthic Giant. It is a 4/5 creature, a giant with hexproof. This creature can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Some fates you can see coming for you, plain as day, and there's nothing you can do about them, says Caliphie the Mariner. Benthic Giant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that is the most of one card in this set so far. Benthic Giant. $1.63. Benthic Giant times 10 at $1.63. Alright, next up we have Blood Toll Harpy. Blood Toll Harpy. It is a 2/1 creature, a harpy, with flying. When Blood Toll Harpy enters the battlefield, each player loses 1 life. When harpies demand a toll to cross through their territory, consider yourself lucky if they permit payment in coin. Blood Toll Harpy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Blood Toll Harpy. Blood Toll Harpy. It is worth 99 cents. Blood Toll Harpy times 5 at 99 cents. Alright, next up we have Boon of Erebos. It is an instant. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Regenerated. You lose 2 life. Death is not a certainty. Erebos determines when a mortal's time is up. Says Idorna, Death Priest of Erebos. So Boon of Erebos. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boon of Erebos. 99 cents. Next up, we have Borderland Minotaur. It is a 4/3 creature, a Minotaur warrior. You have led us to triumph over the forces of Mogus, said Bragus the Brave, clapping the champion on the back. The champion wiped the sweat and blood from her brow. I count 8 graves, she said. Too many to call this a victory, says the Theriad. Borderland Minotaur. So 1 and 2. Borderland Minotaur. $1.44. Alright, next up we have Boulder Fall. It is an instant. Boulder Fall deals 5 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or players. Defeating the Maletians was not so difficult. I needed only to move a mountain, says Enclus, Oracle of Perforus. Eoclus, not Enclus, Eoclus. Can't see the script with the lighting in here. Boulder Fall. 1, 2, 3. Boulder Fall. 217 for that one. Boulder Fall times 3 and 217. Okay, next up we have Breaching Hippocamp. Breaching Hippocamp, a 3/2 creature, a horse fish. It has flash. You may cast a spell anytime you could cast an instant. When Breaching Hippocamp enters the battlefield, untap another target creature you control. Don't try to ride the steed unless you've got gills too. Breaching Hippocamp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Breaching $1.29 for that. Breaching Hippocamp times 6 at $1.29. Next card is Bronze Sable. It is a 2/1 artifact creature, a Sable. The champion stood alone between the Horde of the Returned and the Shrine to Karametra, cutting down scores among hundreds. She would have been overcome if not for the aid of the Temple Guardians, whom Karametra awakened, the Theriad. So here you are, Bronze Sable. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is worth $2. Alright, next up we have Cavalry Pegasus. It is a 1/1 creature, a Pegasus. It is flying. Whenever Cavalry Pegasus attacks, each attacking human gains flying until end of turn. It is hope, hooved and winged, says Cyanide, Queen of Akros. Cyanide. Cavalry Pegasus. 1, 2, and 3. Cavalry Pegasus. Spelled it wrong here. Cavalry. Okay. $1 per Cavalry Pegasus. Cavalry Pegasus times 3 at a button. I think we had 3 of those, did we not? We did. Okay, next up we have Cavern Lampad. It is a 2/2 enchantment creature, a nymph. It has Bestow for 5 colorless and 1 swamp. If you cast this card for its Bestow cost, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached to a creature. It has Intimidate. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has Intimidate. Cavern Lampad. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those. Cavern. $0.99. Alright, I think that so far the cheapest card is only 99 cents, which isn't bad so far. Alright, we have one of these. Chosen by Heliod. Heliod. It's an enchantment aura, enchant creature. When chosen by Heliod, enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2. Training and studies aid a soldier in meager amounts. The gods do the rest, says Brigone, soldier of Meletus. Chosen by Heliod. Let's call it Heliod. Chosen by Heliod. $1.14. Chosen by Heliod, $1.14. Alright, next up, Coastline Chimera. It is a 1/5 creature, a chimera. It has flying. Tap 1 colorless and 1 plains. Coastline Chimera can block an additional creature this turn. Seeing a chimera overhead foretells good fortune, but only because seeing one any closer foretells dismemberment. Coastline Chimera. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $0.99 for that. Alright, next up we have Commune with the Gods. It is in sorcery. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or enchantment card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. For the first time in many years, Elspeth asked for help. Commune with the Gods. 1, 2, 3. Commune with the Gods. $1.19. Commune with the Gods times 3 to $1.19. Alright, next up we have a Crackling Triton. It is a 2/3 creature, a merfolk wizard. If you tap 2 colorless and a mountain, sacrifice Crackling Triton. Crackling Triton deals 2 damage to target creature or player. He calls upon both the currents in the sea and the current in the clouds. Crackling Triton. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3 of those. Crackling Triton. $1.95. Crackling Triton times 3 to $1.95. Okay. Next up we have Deathbellow Raider. It is a 2/3 creature, a Minotaur Berserker. Deathbellow Raider attacks each turn if able. Tap 2 colorless and a swamp. Regenerate Deathbellow Raider. The temple has been rededicated. It belongs to Mogis now, says Rastos, the disciple of Mogis. Deathbellow Raider. So 1, 2, and 3. Deathbellow Raider. $1.08. Deathbellow Raider times 3 to $1.08. Next up, we have Defend the Hearth. It is our hearth. Defend the Hearth. It is an instant. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to players this turn. The defenders said not a word. Their shields, spears, and stances were warning enough. Defend the Hearth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $1.08 for that one. From the Hearth times 6 at $1.08. Alright, next up we have Demolish. It is a sorcery. Destroy target artifact or land. When fire is shackled to candle and torch, subjected to insignificance, it finds a way to lash out at its masters, says Vala, the disciple of Perforus. Demolish. So 1, 2, and 3 of those. Demolish is worth $1.93. Alright, we have one of these. Disciple of Phenax. It is a 1/3 creature, a human cleric. When Disciple of Phenax enters the battlefield, target player reveals a number of cards from his or her hand equal to your devotion to black. You choose one of them. That player discards that card. Each swamp in the mana cost of permanents you control counts toward your devotion to black. Disciple of Phenax, or Phoenix. Disciple, I won't call it Phoenix. Disciple of Phoenix. $1.07. Disciple of Phoenix, $1.07. Next card up, we have Divine Verdict. It's an instant. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. The last thing to go through the Cyclops' mind was a 12-ton block of marble. Divine Verdict. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Divine Verdict, 8 of those. Okay, Divine Verdict is worth $1.29. Alright, next up we have Dragon Mantle. It is an enchantment, an aura. Enchant creature. When Dragon Mantle enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature has Mountain. And if you tap Mountain, this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Dragon Mantle. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. Dragon Mantle. 99 cents. Next up, we have Ephara's Warden. Ephara's Warden. This is a 1/2 creature, human cleric. Tap Ephara's Warden. Tap target creature with power 3 or less. When you threaten the sanctity of the polis, you insult Ephara herself. If she doesn't smite you, I will. So Ephara's Warden. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ephara's Warden is $1.57. Just want to make sure I had 4 of those. I did. Okay. Alright, next up we have Fade into Antiquity. It is a sorcery. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Are the gods angry at our discontent with what they give us, or jealous that we made a thing they cannot? Says Cleon the Iron-Booted. Fade into Antiquity. 1, 2, and 3. $1.75. Okay, next up we have Fate Foretold. It is an enchantment, an aura. Enchant creature. When Fate Foretold enters the battlefield, draw a card. When enchanted creature dies, its controller draws a card. The tale of her life was already written, but that didn't mean she could predict the ending. Fate foretold. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1.01. Just always double check when I'm unsure of how many F card I have. Okay. Fellhide Minotaur. It is a 2/3 creature, a Minotaur. With spear held high, the champion came to meet Thyragog of the Ashlands, who wore the old king's skin as a cloak and fed on the flesh of innocence. The foul Minotaur raised the great axe called Goremaster and charged. The Theriad. Fellhide Minotaur. 1, that's from the Theriad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Fellhide Minotaur. $1.15. Next up, we have Feral Invocation. It is an enchantment and aura. It has flash. You may cast a spell anytime you can cast an instant. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. Nylia's Sacred Lynx guards those who honor the Nessian wood and hunts those who don't. So let me reread that because it's technically a different sentence than what I actually read. Instead of Nylia's Sacred Lynx guards, it's Nylia's Sacred Lynx guards those who honor the Nessian wood and hunts those who don't. There you go, it's a different meaning. Feral Invocation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Feral Invocation. 99 cents. Next up, we have Fleshmad Steed. Fleshmad Steed. It is a 2/2 creature, a horse. Whenever another creature dies, tap Fleshmad Steed. More disturbing than the unknown is a distortion of the familiar. Fleshmad Steed. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. $1. Fleshmad Steed times 3 to buck. Alright, next up we have Fleet Feather Sandals. It's an artifact, equipment. Equipped creature has flying and haste. If you equip 2 colorless mana, attach to target creature you control, equip only as a sorcery. The gods gave us no wings to fly, but they gave us an even greater gift, imagination, says Daxos of Miletus. Fleet Feather Sandals. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $1, that's the foil. $1.46. I have 5 of those. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did. Okay. We've got some mana. The first up is a forest. It is number 247. And we have 1 of those. We have 2 of those. So forest number 247 times 2. And 247 is worth 99 cents. And then we have one of these. It is number 249. So Forest number 249 is worth $1.11. Now we're missing 248 and 246. 246 is worth $1.87, and 248 is worth $1.52. So we actually have the two cheapest of the four manas. We're missing the two most expensive. Next up is God's Willing. It is an instant. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Honor the gods of Theros, and they will return the favor. God's Willing. God's Willing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $1.63. Next up, Gray Merchant of Asphodel. It's a 2/4 creature, a zombie. When Gray Merchant of Asphodel enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. Each swamp in the mana cost of permanents you control counts towards your devotion to black. Gray Merchant of Asphodel. So, we have 1, 2, and 3. Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Now the foil is worth $9, but Gray Merchant of Asphodel is worth $1.76. Gray Merchant of Asphodel times 3, $1.76. Is that what I said? Yep. Did we have 3 of them? We did. Okay, next up we have Griptide. It is an instant. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. When the sea god Thassa wishes to speak with a mortal, she does not issue a summons or grant a vision requesting a visit. The sea simply brings her guest before her. Griptide. 1 and 2. So let's see. Griptide. Griptide is worth $1.72. Griptide times 2 at $1.72. We have 2 of those. I think we did. Yep. Okay. Next up, we have Guardians of Meletis. It is a 0/6 artifact creature, a golem. It is defender. The histories speak of 2 feuding rulers whose deaths were celebrated and whose monuments symbolize the end of their wars. The histories speak of 2 feuding rulers whose deaths were celebrated and whose monuments symbolize the end of their wars. In truth, they were peaceful lovers, their story lost to the ages. Guardians of Meletis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Guardians of Meletis. Guardians of Meletis. This is worth $1.74. Guardians of Meletis times 7 and $1.74. Next up, we have Hopeful Eidolon. It is a 1/1 enchantment creature, a spirit. It has Bestow for 3 colorless and 1 plains. If you cast this card for its Bestow cost, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached to a creature. Lifelink. Damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. Hopeful Eidolon. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hopeful Eidolon. $1.62. Hopeful EIDOLON times 4 to $1.62. Alright, next up we have Ill-Tempered Cyclops. It is a 3/3 creature, a Cyclops. It is trample. Tap 5 colorless and 1 mountain. It has monstrosity 3. If this creature isn't monstrous, put 3+1/+1 counters on it and it becomes monstrous. A Cyclops has 2 moods, angry and asleep. So basically you're getting, for 4 mana, you're getting a 6/6 creature, is what it comes down to. Ill-Tempered Cyclops, 1, 2, and 3. Ill-Tempered Cyclops. $1.10. Next up we have a mana, one of them. It is an island. It is number 235. So there it is. So let's type that in. Island number 235. Island Theros. Okay, so 235 is worth $3.37. Wow. It's the most expensive card so far of the lot. Now the other manas, let's see, 236 is worth $1.35, 234 is worth $1.91, and 237 is worth $1.85. So the one we have is the most expensive. Alright, next up we have Lagana Band Elder. It is a 3/2 creature, a Centaur Advisor. When Lagana Band Elder enters the battlefield, if you control an enchantment, you gain 3 life. The best lessons are not the ones I teach. They are the ones the pupils realize for themselves. Lagana Band Elder. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Lagana Band Elder. 38 cents. That is the least expensive one so far. Lagana Band Elder times 3 at 38 cents. Next up, we have Lash of the Whip. It is an instant. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. No matter who their fickle hearts worship, all mortals belong to one god in the end. Says Iadorna, the death priest of Erebos. Lash of the Whip. So 1, 2, and 3. Lash of the Whip. 99 cents. Next up, we have Last Breath. It is an instant. Exile target creature with power 2 or less. Its controller gains 4 life. In time, all things turn to dust. Some things just take less time. Last Breath. 1 and 2. $0.69 for that one. Alright, next up we have Leafcrown Dryad. Leafcrown Dryad. It is a 2/2 enchantment creature, a nymph dryad. It has bestow 3 colorless and 1 forest. If you cast this card for its bestow cost, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached to a creature. Reach. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has reach. Leafcrown Dryad. 1, 2, and 3 of those. Leafcrown Dryad. 99 cents. Leafcrown Dryad times 99 cents. Next up, Leonin Snarecaster. It is a 2/1 creature, a cat soldier. When Leonin Snarecaster enters the battlefield, you may tap target creature. Formerly oppressed by the Polis of Meletis, Leonin occasionally mistake their old enemies for game. So Leonin Snarecaster, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Leonin snare caster. $1.54. Leonin snare caster times 3 at $1.54. Make sure I have that correct. Yep. All right, next card up. We have Loathsome Ketobelpas. Loathsome Ketobelpas. It's the best I can pronounce. 3/3 creature, a beast. Tap 2 colorless in a forest. Loathsome Ketobelpas must be blocked this turn if able. When Loathsome Ketobelpas dies, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Loathsome Ketobelpas. 38 cents. Loathsome Ketobelpas times 3 at 38 cents. Ketobelpas, Ketobel. Alright, next up we have Lost in a Labyrinth. It is an instant. Target creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn. It has Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Even those who leave the labyrinth never escape it, forever dreaming of their time trapped within. Lost in a Labyrinth. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lost in a Labyrinth. 38 cents. Lost in a Labyrinth times 4 at 38. I have 4 of those. Let's just double check. 1, 2. Yes. Okay. Next up, March of the Returned. It is a sorcery. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. The Returned have no memory of the underworld or of their former lives. The golden masks they wear are the last gifts of the selves they left behind. March of the Returned. 1, 2, and 3. $0.99 for those. Next up, we have Messenger's Speed. It's an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature has trample and haste. He outran arrows. He outran even the archer's insults, says Bema, storyteller of Lagana Band. Messenger's Speed. 1, 2, and 3. $1.29. Next up, we have Minotaur Skullcleaver. It is a 2/2 creature, a Minotaur Berserker. It has haste. When Minotaur Skullcleaver enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Their only dreams are full stomachs, says Cleon the Iron Booted. Minotaur Skullcleaver. 1, 2, and 3. $1.75. Minotaur Skullcleaver times 3 at $1.75. Did I have 3 of those? I did. Alright, next up we have Mnemonic Wall. It's a 0/4 creature, it's a wall, and it's defender. When Mnemonic Wall enters the battlefield, you may return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. It augments anamnesis. I can't read this. Anamnesis. What is so confusing about that? Says Parasophia the Philosopher. So I'll just show you that. Maybe you guys can figure out that word. Mnemonic Wall. Okay, Mnemonic Wall is worth $1.19. Next up we have a mana. We have we have two of these. Okay, we have two of this version. It's number 242. It's a mountain. So we have two of number 242. So let's type that in, mountain number 242. And mountain is worth 50 cents. And then the next mountain, the only other one we have, is number 244. That's what that one looks like. Mountain number 244. And that one is worth 50 cents as well. So 245 is worth $2.66, and 240, which one am I missing here? 243 is worth $1.34. So we got the two cheapest mountains you can get. And then the last card of the first pile, oh no, this is out of order. Whoopsie. Ooh. No, it's from Magic 2014. It's from the one previous. It's Zephyr Charge. Let's look this up. Zephyr Charge. It is an enchantment. You tap one colorless and one island. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. All armies prefer high ground to low and sunny places to dark. It says Sun Tzu, Art of War, translation Giles. Zephyr Charge. So let's quickly take a look at that. We'll add that to our Magic 2014 pile. Zephyr Charge. And Zephyr Charge is worth a grand total of 38 cents. So let's add that to Magic 2014. Okay. Zephyr Charge, 38 cents. So now let's get our trusty calculator out. And the now new grand total of Magic 2014 is, instead of 175.33, it is now 175.71. And we add 38 cents to the grand total, which means 38.32.01 turned to 38.32.39. So that was easy to figure out. Okay, that is the end of the first pile. Let us go into the second pile of Theros, the last pile of Theros. And let's see what we got. Let's see, so far we're doing pretty good. This is Nessian Asp. It is a 4/5 creature, a snake. It has reach. Tap 6 colorless and a forest monstrosity 4. If this creature isn't monstrous, put 4+1/+1 counters on it, and it becomes monstrous. It's not the 2 heads you should fear, it's the 4 fangs. So this turns into an 8/9 creature. That's nuts. For 5 mana. Nessian Asp. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nessian Asp. $1.09. So let's go all the way back down here. Nessian Asp times 5 at $1.09. Is that what it's worth? Yep, okay. Next up, we have 5 of these? I think so. Yep. Alright, we have Nessian Courser. It is a 3/3 creature, a centaur warrior. Here we go. Kestis the Adamant, the champion's closest ally among the centaurs, took 1 stone to his shoulder and another to his flank. He held his stride and his aim and let fly the arrow that killed the giant Grinthax. This comes from the Theriad. So Nessian Courser. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, and we have 5 of those. Messian Corsair. 38 cents. Alright, next up, Nimbus Naiad. Nimbus Naiad, a 2/2 enchantment creature, a nymph. It is bestow, 4 colorless and 1 island. If you cast this card for its bestow cost, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached to a creature. It is flying. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has flying. Nimbus Naiad. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nimbus N-A-I-A-D. 99 cents for that one. So, Nimbus N-A-I-A-D times 5, 99 cents. 1, 2, 3, 5, yep, okay. Next up is Nylie's Disciple. Nylie's Disciple. It is a 3/3 creature, a centaur archer. When Nylie's Disciple, or Nylea's Disciple, Nylea, let's call it Nylea. When Nylea's Disciple enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to your devotion to green. Each forest in the mana cost of permanents you control counts toward your devotion to green. Pretty good card. Nylea's Disciple. 1, 2, 3. Nylea's Disciple. Okay, let's see. $0.99. Next up we have Nylea's Presence. It's an enchantment, an aura, enchant land. When Nylea's Presence enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted land is every basic land type in addition to its other types. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that one is worth $1.53. Nylea's Presence times 4, $1.53. Let's see, were there 4 of those? There were, okay. Next up, we have Observant Alacid. Alacid, 2/2 enchantment creature, nymph, bestow 4 colorless and 1 plains. If you cast this card for its bestow cost, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached to a creature. It has vigilance. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance. This is Observant Alacid. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Observant Alacid. $1.30 for that one. Okay, so Observant Alacid times 5 at $1.30. I forgot how many we had. Was it 5? 1, 2, 3. Yep. All right, our next card is Omen Speaker. A 1/3 creature, a human wizard. When Omen Speaker enters the battlefield, scry 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them on the bottom of your library, and the rest on top in any order. Her prophecies amaze her even as she speaks them. Omen Speaker. So we have 1, we have 2. Omen Speaker. 99 cents. Alright, let us go to the next card. It is worth, the card is Opaline Unicorn. Opaline Unicorn. A 1/2 artifact creature, a unicorn. If you tap it, it adds 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Purphoros once loved Nylea, the god of the hunt. His passion inspired his most astounding works of art. Opaline unicorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Opaline unicorn. $1.19. Next up, we have Pharika's Curse. Pharika's Curse. It is an instant. Pharika's Curse deals 2 damage to target creature, and you gain 2 life. The venom cleanses the sickness from your body, but it will not be pleasant, and you may not survive. Pharika's blessings are fickle, says Solon, the Acolyte of Pharika. Pharika's Curse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pharika's Curse. I spelled that wrong. Pharika. Oh, it's Pharika's Cure. I take that back, folks. Sorry about that. Pharika's Cure. Not Curse. That's why I couldn't find it. $1.45. So how many of those do we have? 6. Let me just double check. 1, 2. Yes. Pharika's Cure. Pharika's Cure. Harika, Cure times 6 at $1.45. $1.45? Yeah. Do we have 6? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. Next up, we have Ferris Band Centaurs. Ferris Band Centaurs is a 3/7 creature, a centaur warrior. Poets speak of your unrivaled speed, the champion said to the assembled centaurs, but it is plain to see that your true strength lies in your unwavering loyalty to one another. And that's from the Theriad. Ferris Band Centaurs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ferris Band Centaurs. 99 cents. Alright, next up we have Portent of Betrayal. It is a sorcery. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Portent of Betrayal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, that's the foil. Wow, $1.67. Portent of Betrayal times 5, $1.67. We have 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Next card, we have Prescient Chimera. Prescient Chimera. It is a 3/4 creature, a chimera with flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Prescient Chimera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Prescient Chimera. It is worth $1. That's the foil. This is worth 69 cents. Prescient Chimera times 7 at 69 cents. Do we have 7? Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Alright, next up we have Rage of Perforos. Rage of Perforos, a sorcery. Rage of Perforos deals 4 damage to target creature. It can't be regenerated this turn. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Rage of Perforos. 1, 2, and 3. Rage of Perforos. Rage of Perforos. 38 cents. Next up, Ray of Dissolution. It is an instant. Destroy target enchantment, you gain 3 life. The works of one god last only as long as the patience of another. Ray of Dissolution. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, it's worth $1. No, that's the foil. It's worth 51 cents. Okay. Next up we have Read the Bones. It is a sorcery. Scry 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life. To scry 2, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Then put any number of them on the bottom of your library and the rest on top in any order. The dead know lessons the living haven't learned. Read the Bones. 1 and 2. This is worth $1.65. Okay, next up, Returned Centaur. Returned Centaur. It is a 2/4 creature, a zombie centaur. When Returned Centaur enters the battlefield, target player puts the top 4 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Driven away by his living kin, he wanders mourning through the wilderness, seeking the dead city of Asphodel. Returned Centaur. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1.22. Okay, next up we have Returned Phalanx. Returned Phalanx. It is a 3/3 creature, a zombie soldier, defender. Tap 1 colorless and 1 island. Returned Phalanx can attack this turn as though it didn't have defender. They lived in different nations and fought in different eras, but as the returned, they link arms as one. Returned Phalanx. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $1.02. Okay. Next up, we have one of these, a Satyr Hedonist. It is a 2/1 creature, a satyr. If you tap a mountain, you can sacrifice Satyr Hedonist and add 3 mountains to your mana pool. Any festival you can walk away from wasn't worth attending in the first place. Satyr Hedonist. Okay. $1.20. Next up we have a Satyr Rambler. It is a 2/1 creature, a satyr with trample. A satyr is bound by nothing, not home, not family, not loyalty. Satyr Rambler. 1, 2, and 3. 38 cents. Next up, we have one of these. It is Savage Surge. It is an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Untap that creature. I thought its back was turned. A centaur has 2 backs. Savage Surge. And it is worth 98 cents. Next up, we have a Scholar of Athreos. Scholar of Athreos, a 1/4 creature, a human cleric. If you tap 2 colorless and 1 swamp, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. She asks pointed questions of the dead who wait for Athreos, learning of life from those who are about to leave it. Scholar of Athreos. 1. Athreos, maybe? Athreos. 2. And 3. Let's call it Athreos. Scholar of Athreos. $1.02. Next up, we have one of these cards, Scourge Mark. It is an enchantment in Aura. Enchant creature. When Scourge Mark enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0. To members of the cult of Erebos, gold-infused tattoos symbolizes the inevitable grasp of the god of death. Scourge Mark. Let's take a look. Scourge Mark. $1.45. Next up, we have Sedge Scorpion. It is a 1/1 creature, scorpion with death touch. Any amount of damage this deals to a creature is enough to destroy it. Thecalides the Mighty, slayer of minotaurs, vanquisher of giants, killed by a scorpion. That's the inscription on Acroan grave. Sedge Scorpion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we tie the previous card, 10 of them. Sedge Scorpion. $1.24. Next up, we have Setessan Battle Priest. It is a 1/3 creature, a human cleric. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Setessan Battle Priest, you gain 2 life. Your god teaches you only how to kill. Karametra teaches me to defend what I hold dear. That is why I will prevail. Karametra. Setessan Battle Priest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Setessan Battle Priest. $1.49. Next up, we have Setessan Griffin. It is a 3/2 creature. Griffin is flying. Tap 2 colorless and 2 forest. Setessan Griffin gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate this ability only once each turn. Most griffins must be caught and broken into the service of the polis. Not so in Setessa, where they volunteer. Setessan Griffin. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $0.84. We have one of these. It is Shredding Winds. An instant. Shredding Winds. Whoop. That's the wind that knocked it over there. Okay, let's try that again. Shredding Winds deals 7 damage to target creature with flying. Enemies of the wood. Your presence here is a slap in Nylea's face. Do not be surprised if she slaps back. says Telfi, Druid of Nylea, or Nylea. Keep saying Nylea, Nylea. Shredding Winds. So we have one of those. Shredding Winds. 99 cents. Next up, we have Silent Artisan. A 3/5 creature, a giant. On the fourth day, they pass through a forest of immense stacked stones. Altamone, youngest of the companions, called these pillars the work of a god, but the champion knew better. She quickened her pace. This is from the Theriad. Silent Artisan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $0.66. Alright, next up we have a Sip of Hemlock. It is a sorcery. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses 2 life. Conspirators poisoned the Oracle, not because her visions were wrong, but because they were right. Sip of Hemlock. 1, 2, and 3. $1. Next up, we have Spark Jolt. It's an instant. Spark Jolt deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Acolytes of Perforce. Hammer the world until they see the sparks of change. Spark Jolt. 1 and 2. $1.50. Next up, we have Spearpoint Oread. Spearpoint Oread. 2/2 enchantment creature, a nymph. Bestow 5 colorless and 1 mountain. If you cast this card for its bestow cost, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached to a creature. It has first strike. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has first strike. Spearpoint Oread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $1.71. Double check how many of those I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correct. Okay. Next up, we have Staunch-Hearted Warrior. It is a 2/2 creature, human warrior, heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Staunch-Hearted Warrior, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Staunch-Hearted Warrior. As soon as she faces a monster, she begins composing its epitaph. Staunch-Hearted Warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $1. Next up, we have Stymied Hopes. It's an instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 colorless mana. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. When a god's will is against you, the day never ends well. Stymied Hopes. Or Stymied Hopes. Stymied. 1 and 2. Stymied Hopes. Can't pronounce the English language apparently. Stymied Hopes times 2. It's a 99-cent card. Next up, we have one of these, Thassa's Bounty. It's a sorcery. Draw 3 cards. Target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Was this gift cast adrift for any to find, or did Thassa guide the currents to bring it to me alone? Says Kennesos, priest of Thassa. Thassa's bounty. $1. Okay. Next up we have Time to Feed. It is a sorcery. Choose target creature and opponent controls. When that creature dies this turn, you gain 3 life. Target creature you control fights that creature. Each deals damage equal to its power to the other. Time to Feed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. $0.63. Next up, we have Titan's Strength. It is an instant. Target creature gets +3/+1 until end of turn. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. So Titan's Strength, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Titan's Strength is worth $1.74. Okay. Next up, we have Traveler's Amulet. It's an artifact. Tap 1 colorless mana, sacrifice Traveler's Amulet. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. What we call magic is nothing more than hope crystallized into a destination, says Parasophia the philosopher. Parasophia. Traveler's Amulet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Traveler's Amulet. Traveler's Amulet is worth $1.10. Next up, we have Traveling Philosopher. It is a 2/2 creature, a human advisor. The champion and the philosopher Alexa returned from the opposing camp at dusk. Behind them, the enemy raised sail and departed, breaking the siege. When asked what the two had done, the champion replied, "We spoke to them." This is from the Theriad. Traveling Philosopher. 1, 2, and 3. Traveling Philosopher. $1.61. Okay, next up, Triton Shore Thief. Triton Shore Thief, a 1/2 creature, a merfolk rogue. At sunrise, the champion and her companions awoke to find their supplies gone and Bragus, their sentry, dead. Carefully arranged piles of ornamental shells gave a clear warning: go no further. This is from the Theriad. So Triton Shore Thief. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Triton Shore Thief. 38 cents. Next up, we have Two-Headed Cerberus. 1/2 creature, a hound, with double strike. This creature deals both first strike and regular combat damage. The left head keeps the right head starved, as motivation to track new prey. Two-Headed Cerberus. 1 and 2. $1.11. Okay, next up, we have a land card, Unknown Shores. If you tap it, it adds one colorless to your mana pool. Tap one colorless mana and tap Unknown Shores. Add one mana of any color to your mana pool. Philosophers speak of a place where myths wash like tides upon the shores of the real. Upon the shores of the real. Unknown Shores. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1.60. Okay, next up we have Vaporkin. It's a 2/1 creature, elemental, it has flying. Vaporkin can block only creatures with flying. Mists are carefree. They drift where they will, uncumbered by rocks in the riverbeds. Unencumbered. Says Thrasios the Triton hero. So Vaporkin. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Vaporkin is worth $1.09. Vaporkin times 4, $1.09. Okay. Next up, we have Viper's Kiss. It is an enchantment in Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -1/-1, and its activated abilities can't be activated. I could heal a snake bite. Looks like you got bitten by a constellation. It says Ascaleos, healer of Pharika. Viper's Kiss. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Viper's Kiss. $1.19. Next up, we have Voyage's End. It is an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Philosophers say those lost at sea ascended to a more perfect realm. Sailors say they drowned. Voyage's End. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1.22. Voyages End times 4 to $1.22. Alright, next up we have Voyaging Satyr, or Satyr. 1/2 creature, a Satyr Druid. Satyr Druid. Tap it, untap target land. None can own the land's bounty. The gods made this world for all to share its riches. And I'm not just saying that because you caught me stealing your fruit. Voyaging Satyr. 1, 2, 3, 4. Voyaging Satyr. $1.18. Voyaging Satyr times 4 to $1.18. CTYR. Okay, next up we have Vulpine Goliath, or Vulpine Goliath. It is a 6/5 creature, a fox. It has trample. With a diet of hydras, giants, and massive serpents, anything would get that big, says Coruscante, the Setessan hunter. Vulpine Goliath. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Vulpine Goliath. $1.69. Vulpine Goliath times 4 to $1.69. Next up we have Wavecrash Triton. It is a 1/4 creature, merfolk wizard, heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Wavecrash Triton, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Wavecrash Triton. 1, 2, and 3. $1.30. And I think this is the last card of the set, folks. It is Wild Celebrants. It is a 5/3 creature, a satyr. When Wild Celebrants enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact. You can tell something's really valuable by the sound it makes when you slam your staff into it. Wild Celebrants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, there's more cards. It's a false alarm. Wild Celebrants. Wild Celebrants, 99 cents. Let's double check how many of those we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. Next card, we have Wingsteed Rider. It is a 2/2 creature, human knight. It is flying. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Wingsteed Rider, put a +1/+1 counter on Wingsteed Rider. Trust is the only bridle a Pegasus will accept. Wingsteed Rider. So 1, 2, and 3. It is worth 99 cents. And I think this is the last card. It is a Yoked Ox. Yoked Ox. 0/4 creature, an ox. It was in fields of grain, not fields of battle, that the champion learned to bear the yoke of duty to the gods. She worked the land long before she was called on to defend it. And that's from the Theriad. So Yoked Ox. 1, 2, and 3. Yoked Ox. It is worth $1.50. All right, let us add up these cards and let's see exactly what they're worth. Let's put these over here. All right, guys, let's see how much these are worth. We have 6 at 99 cents. 4 at $2.65. 2 at $1.24. 6 at $1.29. 2 at $1.19. 4 at $1.74. 10 at $1.63. 5 at 99 cents. 5 more at 99 cents. 2 at $1.44. 3 at $2.17. 6 at $1.29. 3 at $2. 3 at $1. 4 at 99 cents. $1.14. 5 at 99 cents. 3 at $1.19. 3 at $1.95. 3 at $1.08. 6 at $1.08. 3 at $1.93. Okay, next up we have $1.07. We have 8 at $1.29. 5 at 99 cents. 4 at $1.57. 3 at $1.75. 4 at $1.01. 7 at $1.15. 6 at 99 cents. 3 at $1. 5 at $1.46. 2 at 99 cents. $1.11. 5 at $1.63. 3 at $1.76. 2 at $1.72. 7 at $1.74. 4 at $1.62. 3 at $1.10. $3.37. 3 at 38 cents. 3 at 99 cents. 2 at 69 cents. 3 at 99 cents. 3 at $1.54. 3 at 38 cents. 4 at 38 cents. Okay. We have 3 at 99 cents. 3 at $1.29. 3 at $1.75. $1.19. 2 at 50 cents. 50 cents. 5 at $1.09. 5 at 38 cents. 5 at 99 cents. 3 at 99 cents. 4 at $1.53. 5 at $1.30. 2 at 99 cents. 5 at $1.19. 6 at $1.45. 7 at 99 cents. 3 at 38 cents. 5 at 51 cents. 2 at $1.65. 4 at $1.22. 5 at $1.02. $1.20. 3 at 38 cents. 98 cents. 3 at $1.02. Okay, we got $1.45. 10 at $1.24. 5 at $1.49. $4.84. 99 cents. 6 at 66 cents. 3 at $1. 2 at $1.50. 6 at $1.71. 6 at $1. 2 at 99 cents. $1. 7 at 63 cents. 2 at $1.74. 4 at $1.10. 3 at $1.61. 5 at 38 cents. 2 at $1.11. 4 at $1.60. 4 at $1.09. 4 at $1.19. 4 at $1.22. 4 at $1.18. 4 at $1.69. 3 at $1.30. 5 at 99 cents. 3 at 99 cents. And 3 at $1.50. So if I've done my math right, our total here is $454.31, which makes our grand running total, when we add in $3,832.39, it gives us a running total of $4,286.90. Okay, the exciting thing now is we are going to take a look at 8 sets that we did not go through, one of which we actually did, but I found extra cards hidden away. But the other 7 we have not. So we're going to start with one set that came out all the way back in 1998. And the card is Shock. The name of the set is Stronghold. So Shock is an instant. Shock deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Lightning tethers souls to the world. It's a core saying, K-O-R, core saying. So Shock, that's the only card we have in the set. And we have 4 of them. So this will be pretty easy to calculate. And this card is worth, I don't know what just happened here. Let's do this, Shock Magic. Here we go. All right. It is worth $1.28, so that's pretty easy. The total here will be $1.28 times 4 is $5.12. And now our running total is now $4,292.02. Okay, so the next card, I'll tell you the set as soon as I look it up. I'll tell you what it's from, because for some reason the website is down. It is called Coiling Oracle. It is a 1/1 creature, a snake elf druid. When Coiling Oracle comes into play, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it into play. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. Snaking remnants of nature directed by a body of thought and progress The oracles embody all that is sonic or cynic. Cynic. Coiling oracle. Let's take a look at what set this is from here. Coiling oracle. Okay, this is from, I think it's Dissension. Dissension. Yes, it's exactly what it is. Okay, so this set is Dissension. It is Coiling Oracle. And the card is worth $2. No, that's the foil. The card is worth $1.42. So total is obviously $1.42, and our running total is now $42.93.46. Okay. The next two cards in this set, it's the same card, I think. It is. This is called Pulling Teeth. It's a sorcery. Clash with an opponent. If you win, target player discards 2 cards. Otherwise, that player discards a card. Each clashing player reveals the top card of his or her library, then puts that card on the top or bottom. A player wins if his or her card had a higher converted mana cost. Pulling Teeth. So we have 2 of these cards. So let's take a look at what that is worth. Pulling Teeth. It's from a set called Morning Tide. So, Morning Tide, Pulling Teeth. It is worth $1.10. So the total is $2.20, and our running total is $4,295.66. Okay, the next card is from this set. The first card is Raven's Run Dragoon. It is a 3/3 creature, an elf knight. Raven's Run Dragoon can't be blocked by black creatures. I have a gift. The ability to sense encroaching darkness has saved many lives, and yet constantly feeling the force of so much ugliness is a terrible burden. Raven's Run Dragoon. Raven's Run Dragoon. This is from a set called Shadowmoor. So let's put that in. Shadowmoor. Raven's Run Dragoon. It's worth $1.50. And the other card from this set is Wanderbrine Rootcutters, or Wanderbrine Rootcutters. It's a 3/3 creature, a merfolk rogue. Wanderbrine Rootcutters can't be blocked by green creatures. Most Dirtwalkers only know of the vicious Murrows that dwell in the shadows. They can't begin to fathom the wickedness that skulks in the dark meanders. So, Wanderbrine Rootcutters. It's $1.26. So our total is $2.76, which means our running total is now $4,298.42. All right. The next set that we have, let's move these over here, is this set, and we have 1 card in it. It is called Terminate. It is an instant. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. I've seen death before. My mother succumbing to illness. My comrades bleeding on the battlefield. But I'd never seen anything as dreadful as that, says Tani, the Berserker of Eltlan. Terminate. So this card is from a set called see. I think it's Alara Reborn. Let's see if I'm right. Yes. So this set is from a set. This card is from a set called Alara Reborn. The card is Terminate. We have 2 of them, and it is worth $1.50. So our total here is $3, and our running total is $4,301.42. All right, the next set of cards we've already done, I believe. Magic 2011, and I found some mana, it looks like, a whole bunch of mountains. So let's just double check to make sure that we've actually done Magic 2011. And we have. So now we're going to type in mountain. And this one is number 242. We have 2 of those. So mountain number 242. And let's go see how much that is worth. Mountain Magic 11. Okay, so 242 is worth $1. So times 2, $1. And then we have mountain. This one is number 243. We have 1 of those. Number 243. And that card is worth 38 cents. And then we have mountain number 244. That's that one. 1 and 2 of those. And those are worth 50 cents. And then the last mountain is number 245. Oh, it's not the last one. Oh, we have another 243, it looks like. These are, no, wait a minute. Wait a second now. Yeah, we had another 243. It was out of order. Okay. So let's fix that. We have 2 at 38 cents now there. All right, and now mountain number 245 is, out of order. This one is, we have 3 of number 243. That's interesting. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Let's get our act together here. Mountain number 243. We have 3 of them. Let's fix that again. All right, and then the last mountain is 245. Let's just double check. Yes, it is. There you go. And mountain number 245 is worth 50 cents. So we need to add the following to our Magic 2011 total. So we have $2, then 3 at 38 cents, 2 at 50 cents, and 1 at 50 cents. So $4.64 gets added to our Magic 2011 total. So $4.64 and $60.25 is now a new total of $64.89. And we're going to add $4.64 to our ongoing running total. So $4.64 plus $43.01.42. We have a new running total of $43.06.06. Okay. The next set of cards we have is, we have 1 card. It's called Contagion Clasp. It's an artifact. When Contagion Clasp enters the battlefield, to put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Tap 4 colorless and tap Contagion Clasp. You can proliferate. You choose any number of permanents and or players with counters on them. then give each another counter of a kind already there. Contagion Clasp. Now I think we've done this as well. I just want to double check because it had a different insignia on the card, different from where we were. So Contagion Clasp, this one is from, I think it's Scars of Morodin. And I think we've done Scars of Morodin. See, let's just double check what else it could potentially be. I don't think it's any of this. It's not that. It's definitely not that. Mystery Booster, nope. Fallout, nope. Friday Night, nope. Phyrexia, no. Yeah, I think it's, well, does it say what card number this is? 144, oh. Wait a minute here. Yes, but this is interesting. Magic the List reprints. I don't know, this can't be right. I think it's Scars of Morodin. And if it is, it's worth $1.40 is the lowest price. So, did we do Scars of Morodin? Let's double check. I don't remember if we did or not. Zendikar, World Rank Rise, Magic 2011. Yes, we did. Here they are. Contagion Clasp. Contagion Clasp. So, Contagion Clasp times 2 at $1.40. That'll add $2.80 to our Scars of Morodin total. So $2.80 on top of, so $81.41 plus $2.80 is $84.21. And now our new running total is $43.06.06 plus $2.80 is $43.08.86. And our last set of the miscellaneous ones is, we have a bunch of cards in this set. I want to say maybe if I had to guess 60 or so cards. So let's put this right here. And let's see exactly what set this is from. It is I think it's New Phyrexia. It is. New, well, maybe not. Hold on. I think it's New Phyrexia. Well, let's just double check here. Yes, it is. New Phyrexia. Okay. So let's type that in. Let's first save. File, save. Save. All right. New Phyrexia. Okay. First card is Blighted Agent. Okay. It is a 1/1 creature, human rogue. Infect. This creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters and to players in the form of poison counters. Blighted Agent is unblockable. Unbrask may suspect our surveillance. Urabrask may suspect our surveillance, but he cannot stop it. Says Avirakta, the Gitaxian Sective. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4 Blighted Agents, and they are worth $2.20. Next card we have is a Blinding Soul Eater. It is a 1/3 artifact creature, a cleric. If you tap Blinding Soul Eater, you can tap target creature. And the New Phyrexia symbols there, I don't know what it really means, but apparently if you pay with either planes or 2 life. Oh, I see. So you can tap target creature, but to do that, You can either pay with plains or 2 life. We thank the Soul Eaters for inscribing our souls with subservience to reinforce the sacred order. Drone's Hymn of Gratitude. Blinding Soul Eater. Let's take a look at that one. Okay, Blinding Soul Eater is worth 99 cents. Next up, we have Chained Throat Seeker. It is a 5/5 creature, a horror. Infect. This creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters, and to players in the form of poison counters. Chained Throat Seeker can't attack unless defending player is poisoned. Chained Throat Seeker. $1.16. Next up, we have Defensive Stance. It is an enchantment and aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -1/+1. It isn't for fighting. It's for when the fighting's gone bad. The Kara Vrist Moran Resistance. Defensive Stance. So let's type that in. It is worth 38 cents. Next up, we have Evil Presence. It is an enchantment and aura. Enchant land. Enchanted land is a swamp. The Accorders would lament the transformation of their cherished lands had they lived to see it, says Sheoldred the Whispering One. So Evil Presence. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3 of those. Did not know Evil Presence was all the way back from Alpha, but it was. $1.24. Evil, Presence Presence times 3 at $1.24. Okay. Next up, we have Flameborn Virion. It is a 6/4 creature and insect. Large or small, all will toil for the great work. Decree of Urabrask. Flameborn Viron. Flameborn Viren. Flameborn Viren. Viren. 99 cents. Flameborn Viren. 99 cents. Next up, we have Forced Worship. It is an enchantment and aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack. If you tap 2 colorless mana and a plains, you return Forced Worship to its owner's hand. Imprisonment teaches revenge. Hobbling teaches resignation. Forced Worship 1 and 2. $0.99. Okay, next up we have Furnace Scamp. It is a 1/1 creature, a beast. Whenever Furnace Scamp deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, Furnace Scamp deals 3 damage to that player. Born of the Core and dying to stoke it. Furnace Scamp. 1, 2. $1.13. Next up, we have Gitaxian Probe. Gitaxian Probe. It is a sorcery. And the new Phyrexian symbol's there. And you can pay with either island or 2 life. You can look at target player's hand and draw a card. My flesh holds no secrets. My flesh holds no secrets, monster. The spirit of Morodin will fight on, says Vi Covalt Mirren Resistance. Gitaxian Probe. Gitaxian Probe is worth $2.50 is the low amount. All right, action. Next up, we have Gliss's Scorn. It is an instant. Destroy target artifact. Its controller loses 1 life. If it were fit to survive, it wouldn't have been so easily put down, says Glissa. Gliss's Scorn. $1.22. Next up, we have Gremlin Mine. It is an artifact. Tap 1 colorless mana and tap Gremlin Mine and sacrifice it. Gremlin Mine deals 4 damage to target artifact creature. If you tap 1 colorless mana and tap Gremlin Mine and sacrifice it, you can remove up to 4 charge counters from target non-creature artifact. Gremlin Mine. 99 cents. Next up, we have Grim Affliction. It is a instant. Put a -1/-1 counter on target creature, then proliferate. You choose any number of permanents and or players with counters on them, then give each another counter of a kind already there. Even the small wounds let hope bleed out. Grim Affliction. 1, 2, and 3. That, I think, is tied for the most we have of a card. Affliction. Grim Affliction. $1.60 for that. Times 3 at $1.60. Alright. Next up, we have Immolating Soul Eater. Immolating Soul Eater. 1/1 artifact creature, a hound. Immolating Soul Eater gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and you can pay the new Phyrexia cost with either a mountain or 2 life. We thank the Soul Eaters for melting the sinful, that we may be reminded of our own insignificance. Drone's Hymn of Gratitude. Immolating Soul Eater. 1 and 2. $0.99. Impaler Shrike. Impaler Shrike. A 3/1 creature, a bird, it is flying. When Impaler Shrike deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, draw 3 cards. Interrogation is an unnecessary step for acquiring information, says Politis, the Gitaxian morphologist. Impaler Shrike. $0.99. Next up, we have Insatiable Soul Eater. It is a 5/1 artifact creature, a beast. Insatiable Soul Eater gains trample until end of turn, and you can pay the new Phyrexia cost with either a mountain or 2 life. We thank the Soul Eaters for calling our sick, so that the strong may earn their triumphs. Drone's Hymn of Gratitude. Insatiable Soul Eater. $1.56. Alright, next up we have Leeching Bite. It is an instant. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Another target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. A substantial portion of Vorinclex's forces became fuel for the rest. Leeching Bite. So 1 and 2. 99 cents. Next up, we have Lost Leonin. 2/1 creature, a cat soldier. Infect. This creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters and to players in the form of poison counters. Mirrans were broken down and rebuilt, made to be loyal servants of the force they had fought. Lost Leonin. 1, 2, and 3. $1.50. Next up, we have Loxodon Convert. It is a 4/2 creature and elephant soldier. Just one drop of the glistening oil can eventually stain even a soul as stalwart as a Loxodon's beyond redemption. Loxodon Convert. $0.99. Next up, we have Mortis Dogs. Mortis Dogs, 2/2 creature, a hound. Whenever Mortis Dogs attacks, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. When Mortis Dogs is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target player loses life equal to its power. Mortis Dogs. $0.99. Next up, we have Numbing Dose. Numbing Dose. It is an enchantment and aura. Enchant artifact or creature. Enchanted permanent doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted permanent's controller, that player loses 1 life. Numbing Dose. $0.99. Next up, we have Ogre Menial. Ogre Menial, a 0/4 creature and ogre with infect. This creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters, and to players in the form of poison counters. If you tap a mountain, Ogre Menial gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Ogre Menial. $1.58 for that one. Next up, we have Parasitic Implant. It is an enchantment and aura. Enchant creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted creature's controller sacrifices it, and you put a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token onto the battlefield. Parasitic Implant. 1 and 2. $1.24. Next up, we have Pestilent Soul Eater. It is a 3/3 artifact creature and insect. Pestilent Soul Eater gains infect until end of turn. You can pay the new Phyrexia cost with either a swamp or 2 life. A creature with infect deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters, and to players in the form of poison counters. So Pestilent Soul Eater. 1 and 2. $1. Next up, we have Pith Driller. It is a 2/4 artifact creature, a horror. You can pay the new Phyrexia cost with either a swamp or 2 life. When Pith Driller enters the battlefield, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. After boring up through the crust of Morodin, it turned its expertise upon the surface dwellers. Pith Driller. Let's take a look at that one. Pith Driller. 99¢. Next up, we have Porcelain Legionnaire. It is a 3/1 artifact creature, soldier. It has first strike. The new Phyrexia cost can be paid with either plains or 2 life. My new design has lightweight plating, especially cultivated from heretics spore tissues. No, let's redo this. My new design has lightweight plating, specially cultivated from heretics spare tissues. Izathel, priest of the Annex. So Porcelain Legionnaire. Porcelain Legionnaire. $1.29. Alright, next up we have Pristine Talisman. It's an artifact. If you tap it, it adds 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. You gain 1 life. Tools and artisans can be destroyed, but the act of creation is inviolate. Elspeth Terrell says that. Pristine Talisman. And Pristine Talisman is worth $1.03. Next up, we have Psychic Barrier. It's an instant. Counter target creature spell. Its controller loses 1 life. I tolerate Phyrexians because the dragon requires it, but I have no patience for uninvited guests, says Tezzeret. Psychic Barrier. $1.24. Next up, we have Razor Swine. It is a 2/1 creature, a boar. It has first strike and infect. This creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters, and to players in the form of poison counters. They aren't helping the forges. Send them to the surface. This is coming from the Furnace Boss in Sector 12. Razor Swine. $1.32. Next up, we have Reaper of Sheoldred. Reaper of Sheoldred, a 2/5 creature, a horror, infect. This creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters, and to players in the form of poison counters. Whenever a source deals damage to Reaper of Sheoldred, that source's controller gets a poison counter. Reaper of Sheoldred. Reaper of Sheoldred. $1.72. Next up, we have Remember the Fallen. It's a sorcery. Choose one or both. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and or return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. When the Mirrans had fallen, planeswalkers carry the burden of remembrance. Remember the Fallen. Remember the Fallen is worth $1.40. Next up, we have Rotted Hystrix. Rotted Hystrix, a 3/6 creature, a beast. Vorinclex had no grand plan. The oil did its own work, evolving creatures into worthy predators. Rotted Hystrix. $0.99. Next up, we have Ruthless Invasion. It's a sorcery. Non-artifact creatures can't block this turn, and the new Phyrexia cost can be paid with either Mountain or 2 life. For the survival of our people, every conflict must now end in retreat, says Pythor the Mirran Resistance. Ruthless Invasion. $1.21. Next up, we have Scrapyard Salvo. It is a sorcery. Scrapyard Salvo deals damage to target player equal to the number of artifact cards in your graveyard. Squeal Stokers, build me a glorious pile of Mirran metal, then add yourselves to the pile. This is coming from Furnace Boss in Sector 11. Scrapyard Salvo. 2, 3. $1.25. Next up, we have Sensor Splicer. A 1/1 creature, an Artificer. When Censor Splicer enters the battlefield, put a 3/3 colorless Golem artifact creature token onto the battlefield. Golem creatures you control have vigilance. Censor Splicer. Censor Splicer is worth 99 cents. Next up, we have two of those, I'm sorry. Times 2 at 99 cents. Okay, next up we have Shriek Raptor. Shriek Raptor, a 2/3 creature, a bird, and is flying and infect. This creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters and to players in the form of poison counters. That's no Glinthawk. The skies have changed for the worse. This is coming from Rhea Evor, the White Sun Partisan. Shriek Raptor. Shriek. $1.07. Next up we have Slash Panther. It is a 4/2 artifact creature, a cat. It has haste, and you can pay the new Phyrexia cost with either a mountain or 2 life. It runs an endless circuit along the ruined roads of the soon-to-be-forgotten Mirian civilization. Slash Panther. 1, 2. $2.16. Slash Panther times 2 at $2.16. Next up, we have Spined Thopter. Spined Thopter, a 2/1 artifact creature, a Thopter. It has flying, and you can pay the new Phyrexia cost with either an island or 2 life. I appreciate the depravity of noble designs turned to devious ends, says Tezzeret. Spined Thopter. $0.99. Next up, we have Spire Monitor. It is a 3/3 creature, a drake, with flash. You may cast a spell anytime you can cast an instant. It also has flying. Each monitor is given an eye for each spire it is to guard. Spire Monitor. We have 1, we have 2 of those. $0.51. Next up, we have Toxic Nym. It is a 4/1 creature, a zombie, with infect. This creature deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters and to players in the form of poison counters. If you tap a swamp, you can regenerate Toxic Nym. The Nym have become roving killers, marshaled by whichever Thane holds tenuous leadership. Toxic Nym. $1.20. Next up, we have Trespassing Soul Eater. It is a 2/2 artifact creature, a construct. Trespassing Soul Eater is unblockable this turn, and the new Phyrexia cost can be paid with either an island or 2 life. We thank the Soul Eaters for surveilling our lives, that we may be preserved from our own ignorance, says the drone's Hymns of Gratitude. Trespassing Soul Eater. We have 1, we have 2, and we have 3 of those. $1.11. Next up, we have Vapor Snag. It's an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Its controller loses 1 life. This creature is inadequate. Send it to the Splicers for innovation, says Malakator, the Executor of Synthesis. Malkator, Executor of Synthesis. So Vapor Snag 1 and 2. Vapor Snag is worth $1.53. Next card is Victorious Destruction. It is a sorcery. Destroy target artifact or land. Its controller loses 1 life. The refugees look at these structures with hope. We must relieve them of this burden, says Juex or Fluex the Tormentor Exarch. Victorious Destruction. $1.25. Next up, we have Viridian Betrayers. This might be the last card that we have. We'll see. It's a 3/1 creature, an elf warrior. Viridian Betrayers has infect as long as an opponent is poisoned. It deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters and to players in the form of poison counters. To secure a place in Phyrexia's ranks, they hunted their surviving kin. Viridian Betrayers. 1, 2, 3. No, we still have some cards left. Viridian Betrayer. 99 cents. Oh no, what did I do? Okay. Yeah, we have 3 of those, okay. Next card is Viridian Harvest. It is an enchantment, an aura, enchant artifact. When an enchanted artifact is put into a graveyard, you gain 6 life. In the midst of horror beyond imagining, I still see things that lift my heart, says Ezuri. Viridian Harvest. $1.25. Next card is Volt Charge. It's an instant. Volt Charge deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Proliferate. You choose any number of permanents and or players with counters on them, then give each another counter of a kind already there. Volt Charge. We have 1, and we have 2 of those. $1.24. And I think this is the last card. Yep, it is called War Report. It is an instant. You gain life equal to the number of creatures on the battlefield, plus the number of artifacts on the battlefield. Underling Ethu's 263rd report read simply, "Yes, my lord, overwhelmingly, my lord. This marked the end of the Mirian-Phyrexian War." War Report. That is the last card, and it is worth $1.44. All right, everyone, let us go into how much everything is worth. Let's grab our trusty calculator here. And this is the last set of what was in that briefcase. So we have 4 at $2.20. We have 99 cents. We have $1.16, 38 cents. 3 at $1.24. 99 cents, 2 at 99 cents, 2 at $1.13, $2.50, $1.22, 99 cents, 3 at $1.60, 2 at 99 cents, 99 cents again, $1.56, 2 at 99 cents, 3 at $1.50, 99 cents, 2 more at 99 cents, $1.58, 2 at $1.24, 2 at $1, 99 cents, $1.29, $1.03. All right, let's go down past this, and we have $1.24, $1.32, $1.72, $1.40. 99 cents, $1.21, 3 at $1.25, 2 at 99 cents, $1.07, 2 at $2.16, $0.99, 2 at 51 cents, $1.20, 3 at $1.11, 2 at $1.53, $1.25, 3 at 99 cents, $1.25, 2 at $1.24, and $1.44. So that gives us a grand total of $91.13, if I've done the math right. And the final total we are a penny shy of $4,400. Our final running total is $4,399.99. Now, don't forget, there's a couple things to go over here at the end of this. I could have easily added wrong, both in my favor and against me. And also, there are cards that we could not even find values on. There was 2 different cards on 2 different sets. I think it was Dark Favor was definitely one of them from Magic 2014. There's just no value at all, which either means it's worth less than a penny, or there's just a blank information there. The other thing to take into account is all of these prices, remember, I'm taking the lowest price there is off of price charting. This may not be accurate. I got a comment on one of the videos liking the content, and thank you so much for that comment, by the way. But he had a question. He goes, where are you getting your prices from? They seem a little bit inflated. And as I'm going through these values, I agree. And one of the things I replied into his comment was, I've seen a lot of videos where, people are pulling cards and the values are up top. And a lot of the commons are worth 13 cents and 12 cents and et cetera, whereas a majority of the card values I see are in the mid-dollar, $1.30. So I don't know if these are even accurate, but a lot of people, especially with video games, when they sell, they always check price charting to have an idea of what something is worth. And remember, even if these are worth $4,399.99, I'm never going to get that much. I know that. The idea off of price charting, usually sellers, or if you go into a store to sell video games, they usually give you, graciously, they'll give you 40% of what price charting's worth, or 40% of what the eBay sell list is. So if I took 40% of this amount, I'm hoping to get roughly $1,800. And that may be a little bit pie in the sky as well. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I appreciate all of you guys watching this Extreme Sleep series. Thank you so much. But before, there's going to be a video that I will put out that I bought a booster box of Magic the Gathering Assassin's Creed Beyond boosters. So I will be video recording that and putting it on the channel. But in the beginning of that video, I will give you guys a final, updated, 100% accurate reading of what these are worth, if I've done the math right. And some fun tidbits from each set that we went over, such as highest valued card, least valued card, how many of each card the max was, like if I had 10 of one, if 10 was the most per set, or excuse me, if 10 was the most in that set, that kind of thing. So I appreciate again all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me save this here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.